feel like the base mantra modifiers are pretty straightforward. Make it bigger, make it go further, make it faster, make it last longer, you know, pretty easy to understand. Really the only time it gets confusing is when we look at the sparks. Let's take a look at the multiplying spark, for example. Multiplying makes it, you know, do multiple stuff, makes it shoot multiple stuff. So if I put it on wind gun, it makes it do this, right? Yep, that's right. Okay, what about this? Shadow gun. No, that's a blast spark. That's a what? That's a blast spark. Okay. How about fire gun? See? It splits off. It makes it hit multiple times, right? No, that's a round spark. A round spark? A round spark. Okay, this has to be multiplying. You do dash twice instead of once. Multiple times instead of once. Nah, bro, that's a spring spark. A spring spark? What does a spring spark even do? Applies spring to compatible mantra. That tells me so much, dog. But you can see what I'm getting at. The devs have been pretty, like, nonchalant about, like, what effects spark should have. If you need a round spark to make ice eruption like a circle, then why do you need a tornado spark for storm blades to do the same thing? I mean, both of them are just like a field that, like, keeps people inside. I mean, half of these sparks can just be removed. I honestly think that they need to make, like, specific sparks do one thing all the time, like to every mantra. Like, make round spark, you know, hit around you. Make the multiplying spark, you know, the only, like, multiplier thingy. And you know how blast spark says it's supposed to make, like, stuff explode? Make it, like, so that projectiles explode. Make grand javelin instead of piercing and ragdolling. Make it, like, burst on impact or something like that. I also have a few ideas for, like, new features. Make certain sparks, like, give an uppercut effect to mantras. So, like, make the mantra send people up, and then with that, kind of makes it essentially, like, count as landing an uppercut, so you can, like, be able to, like, start off uppercut combos with that mantra. So, like, round spark on strong left, make it so that strong left hits the ground, sends you and the opponent upwards, and then after that you can just, like, continue the uppercut combo. I mean, honestly, it's just, like, the little things that'll, like, make a huge difference. I mean, like, we haven't gotten too many, like, spark modifiers in, like, the past, like, month or two. Even, like, an entire revamp of sparks in general. You know what also needs to be updated? Gems. We need new deep gems. We've not gotten a new deep gem since layer 2 or even, like, before layer 2. It's always been the 6 gems. A couple ideas for deep gems that I thought were cool was, like, Agamatsu's sealed gem. Landing a mantra with the sealed gem on it, you know, like, stops their ether regen. You know, just, like, seals it off. But I also have some ideas of some new gems that can be made. First, we're starting off with the trickster gem, or, like, the trick gem. This gem allows you to feint a mantra as many times as you want. What? But that's too OP. I mean, I guess you're right. So to balance it out, I'd say when you finally land the mantra, it doubles the original cooldown. I just kind of want it just so I can see stuff like this again, because I thought it was pretty funny. My next idea is called the Etheron gem. So you know how Etheron's moves look like mantras that deal elemental damage, but the thing is they actually do physical damage. So my idea for the Etheron gem is to turn, like, an elemental mantra, turn that elemental damage into physical damage. So, like, Fire Blade, that's doing physical damage. So the final gem that I have is my personal favorite. It's called the Fury gem. What it basically does is when you finish somebody off with a mantra, it insta-grips them. So, like, right there, you see? So let's see he was at like 3% or something. When I hit that strong left and it had the Fury gem on it, it insta-grips. But then you can make the argument that, like, nobody would pick stuff like Reaper and stuff like that because you can just land a mantra. But to, like, combat this, just, like, make it not work on, like, already downed players. They have to be finished off. That's pretty much, like, all the ideas that I have for, like, deep gems. If you guys have any, like, ideas for spark effects or, like, new ideas for gems, go ahead and leave them down below in the comments. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See you around.